A generator is a sacral being, which means there's a defined energy in this sacral center, otherwise known as the energy resource. And the response is it comes from down here. And generators ideally respond to yes or no questions. So yes or no questions being, for example, what do you want to eat is not a yes or no question. So generators, when deciding what to eat, this may or may not be true for you. It's certainly true for me. If I look at a long menu, it can be challenging for me to find what is the thing that I want to eat. There's just too many choices, especially like going to some place like Cheesecake Factory where the menu, is like pages and pages and pages. It's just overwhelming. It's exhausting. This is very specifically not yes or no. For generators, this sacral energy is pre-verbal. A verbal response comes from the mind, goes through the verbal system in our brain. And that's what we're looking for here. It's a kind of a guttural response. And it may be that you've had this trained out of you. So what really works well, and this is a super cool test, is to have people ask you a set of yes/no questions. It can be, so Sean, do you want the spaghetti? Do you want lasagna? There can either be an or an and then means that I don't really have an answer right now. In Living Your Design, we have someone that we trust to practice on. So how to find someone you can trust? Don't ask them to do it, because here's the thing about being a generator. Your mind doesn't know. This is starting from the mind thinking, I believe this is a person that can help me, and going to ask them. You don't actually know if you really want that person. So what you can do, and this is funny, ask them to ask you if you want them to be support system, trusted ally, it's sometimes called. They would ask me, Sean, would you like me to be your trusted ally for this experiment? Or something like that. And then I would respond, or or And if it's an that's a go. And then ask a series of questions. Anything that's a yes/no question is something that you can practice doing. This is a great exercise to really get in touch with your sacral response. And if it doesn't work right away, that's okay. Just give it some time, because we've had years of conditioning. We've had years of people telling us, use your words. We've had years of people telling us that we should be more rational, that we should think things through in our head. And the fact is, for all types, the mind is not here to make decisions.